Good morning, my friend, and welcome to a new day. Getting right into today's topic, callousing the mind. This is a concept that I read about in the book Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. And what David Goggins talks about as callousing the mind is making sure your mind does not become soft. Making sure your mind does not become soft. And what does that mean? Becoming soft. In his words, he says it's finding the easy way out when you're in suffering or in pain. And usually, the easy way out is to quit. When you quit, the pain goes away immediately. So that's the easy way out. So callousing the mind, to put it in a different way, is to have a strong mind, to be mentally tough. What does that look like in the world, day to day, as you go through your days? With the challenges you face, the struggles that lie ahead of you, what does it mean to callous your mind? So let me start off. I'll give maybe 2 or 3 examples. If you're into sports, and let's say running, which I use a lot of examples from, callousing the mind when it comes to running is that when you get to the point, so when I started off running 3-4 years ago, I would not have been able to lace up my shoes and run for 21 kilometers on a Saturday morning. What I would do, what I had to do was progress from whatever level of fitness I had, which was close to zero, and work my way up the mountain, up the challenges. From 3-kilometer runs, then I moved to 4. When I was running 4 kilometers, the thought of running 10 was a painful thought. I would not have been able to do it. I would have thought to myself, I cannot do it. So I worked from 4, worked to 6. 6 became my standard. Then from 6, I built up my pain tolerance for running, mentally as well as physically. So it's not just about being able to overcome a challenge physically, but mentally as well. So mentally, I then had to work myself gradually up, toughening up my mind, because the body can take a lot more than we give it credit for. The body is hardwired to be self-preserving, or rather the mind is hardwired to be self-preserving. So it will always tell us that our breaking point, our maximum, is at a certain level. Meanwhile, the body can go much further than that. The mind tells us this is as far as we can go to self-preserve what we are comfortable at doing. So it's not to self-preserve what the body can do, as in the peak of the body. So if you go beyond this self-preservation point, your body breaks down. No, this self-preservation point is where you are comfortable. That's where the mind sets the breaking point. So callousing your mind in that sense of sportsmanship and running and any sport that you may be into is about taking yourself beyond what you are comfortable doing, going a bit further than you are comfortable, going a bit further until you get to your goals. So eventually, from 3 kilometers, I'll work my way to 21. Then I work beyond that to 42. So that's in running. Now, let's look at another example. If you're looking for a job and on the job hunt at the moment, and you're submitting your CV, you're searching online for any job vacancies, callousing your mind really is all about going one day further in that search for a job. One day further. You will get disheartened. You will feel like it's not worth it. So your mind has now said, look, this is as far as I can go. We need to quit now because this is your comfort zone. You need to go beyond that comfort zone to then say, no, what do I need to do in order to search again for one more day? and you elevate that zone that you're comfortable in. And as you do that, you become tougher. So callousing the mind, really making your mind strong, is just finding your way of going one more day. It's just finding your way to take one more step, to keep going for one more day. And one thing that David Goggins also mentions is that you find a way to give yourself enough energy and fuel in your mind to stay in that battle just a little bit longer, so that you can talk yourself into staying for the whole thing until you get to your objective and your goal. So when you're on the job hunt and things aren't going well, you find a way, you talk yourself into doing it one more day to stay in that hunt just a bit longer. And then let's say another example, you find yourself in a job that you don't like, which is common for most people, whether it's about you're not passionate about what you're doing, or it's about the people you're working with are toxic, or for whatever the logistics of getting to the job are not practical, or the money is not practical, it's not covering your expenses, whatever the reason is that you're not happy in your job. Callousing your mind in that sense, the way I look at it, is that it says, what's the ultimate objective? So it's all about the ultimate objective. When I'm callousing my mind in running, I'm working from 3 kilometers, working towards my goal, which was 21 and then 42. So the objective was these longer distances. I had to find a way to take myself there. When you're on the job hunt, the ultimate objective is to get a job. So you find a way to keep going. So when you're in a work environment that is not practical, that is not working, what is the ultimate objective? For some, that objective would be to get enough at the end of the month to pay your bills. That could be the objective. And depending on what job you're in, that now callousing your mind might mean finding ways of being more value in the place that you're working. So that means thinking outside the box. For others, for someone else, callousing their mind might mean finding extra sources of income outside of their workplace. So it's just about getting yourself closer to your objective. So it's not about staying in the job. That's not what callousing your mind is. It's not staying in a horrible situation. It's about staying in the fight to get to your objective. Your objective might be paying the bills. Your objective might be doing something that you love. So callousing your mind, if you're in a place that you're not enjoying working in for whatever reason, callousing the mind might then be saying, what is it that I want? What are the things that I look for in a place I would enjoy working at? And then you start identifying, does that then mean changing my mindset, that the people I currently work with might be those people, but I've just been looking at it differently? Or working in a different department that is the type of people that you would enjoy working with, if it's about the people. Or it might be a case of saying, you know what, it's really more about the tasks that I do. Then you identify what are the tasks that would give you that element of your objective and goal. And then seeing where, either within the current company or in another company, those tasks exist, and you work your way towards them. So callousing the mind, making your mind stronger, is really all about staying in the battle to get to your goals. That's what it is. Find a way to stay in the battle, to stay in the fight for you to get to your goals, my friend. We live in a tough world. It's not easy. No one ever said it would be. It's not easy. We all have dreams, we all have goals, we all have objectives. When life beats you down, find your objective, find your goal, and then find a way to stay in that battle for one more day. So that's what I have to share with you today. I look forward to the next video, which will be coming to you in the coming day. Enjoy, be blessed, and please do subscribe.